2017 Buenos Aires ePrix. Formerly the 2017 FIA Formula E Buenos Aires ePrix, was a Formula E motor race held on the 18th of February 2017 at the Puerto Madero Street Circuit in Puerto Madero, Buenos Aires, Argentina, in front of a crowd of 21,000 people. It was the third round of the 2016-17 Formula E season and the third running of the event. The 37-lap race was won by e.Dams-Renault driver Sébastien Buemi after starting from third position. Jean-Éric Vergne finished second for the Techeetah team, and Audi Sport ABT driver Lucas di Grassi came in third. Di Grassi won the pole position by recording the fastest lap in qualifying and maintained his start-line advantage on the first lap. The race was neutralized on the same lap because of Adam Carroll's stalled car, and when the race restarted one lap later, Vergne challenged Di Grassi for the lead and passed him on lap 3. Di Grassi lost second place to Buemi shortly afterwards, and the Swiss driver moved into the lead. After overtaking Vergne on the sixth lap, Buemi kept the lead after the mandatory pit stops to switch into his second car, but despite having trouble with braking in a straight line, Buemi remained in first place for the remainder of the event to secure the victory. There were 4 lead changes among 4 different drivers during the course of the race. It was Buemi's third consecutive victory of the season, the 9th of his career, and became the first driver in Formula E history to win 3 races in a row. The result meant Buemi increased his Drivers' Championship advantage to 29 points over Di Grassi. Buemi's teammate Nicolas Prost maintained third position, while Vergne's strong finish enabled him to move into fourth place. e.Dams-Renault extended their team's championship advantage over Audi Sport ABT to be 51 points in front, and a further 23 ahead of Mahindra Racing with 9 races left in the season. Report. Background. The Buenos Aires ePrix was confirmed as part of Formula E's 2016-17 series schedule in September 2016 by the FIA World Motorsport Council. Before the race, e.Dams-Renault driver Sébastien Buemi led the Drivers' Championship with 50 points, 22 ahead of nearest rival Lucas di Grassi in second, and a further 4 in front of third-placed Nicolas Prost. Felix Rosenqvist was fourth on 19 points, and Sam Bird rounded out the top 5 with 18 points. Buemi had yet to win in Buenos Aires after losing the 2015 victory due to crashing out in the event's final laps, and qualified at the back of the field in the previous year's race, where he moved up the field to finish second. He stated that he hoped to qualify well and win the race. They always been very competitive in Buenos Aires. However, they never translated it into the win. So I am hoping to make that happen this year." Quote. Practice and qualifying. 2 practice sessions, both on Sunday morning, were held before the Sunday late afternoon race. The first session ran for 45 minutes and the second lasted 30 minutes. In the second practice session, Bird was quickest with a lap of 1 minute and 8,792 seconds, ahead of Rosenqvist in second and Di Grassi third. Buemi was fourth fastest, Robin Friends was fifth and Piquet sixth. Turvey was seventh fastest, Vergne eighth, Prost ninth, and Maro Engel completed the top 10 ahead of qualifying. Saturday afternoon's qualifying session ran for 60 minutes and was divided into 4 groups of 5 cars. Each group was determined by a lottery system and was permitted 6 minutes of on-track activity. All drivers were limited to 2 timed laps with 1 at maximum power. The fastest 5 overall competitors in the 4 groups participated in Super Pole session, with 1 driver on the track at any time going out in reverse order. Each of the 5 drivers was limited to 1 timed lap. The starting order was determined by the participants' fastest times. The driver who recorded the fastest time was awarded 3 points towards both championships. In the first group of 5 runners, Evans paced the session 0.3 of a second faster than Bird in second, and Friant's third. Evans's teammate Carroll and Engel, who stopped twice on track because of technical issues, were the group's 2 slowest drivers, and all 5 drivers did not advance into the Super Pole round. In the fourth and final group, Turvey was the fastest driver, more than 1 second quicker than teammate Piquet. Prost was third fastest, and was the group's fastest driver until Turvey's lap. Race. A special feature of Formula E is the fan boost feature, an additional 100 kilowatts of power to use during the second half of the race. The 3 drivers who were allowed to use the boost were determined by a fan vote. The race restarted on lap 2 with Di Grassi in the lead and Vergne second. Sébastien Buemi, pictured in 2016, took the 9th victory of his career and was the first driver to win 3 consecutive races in Formula E history. Engel stopped on the track with powertrain issues, but after the Venturi driver restarted, he was shown a black flag with an orange circle, requiring him to enter the pit lane to repair car damage. Rosenquist's car failed to start because of a battery management system problem, which left him stationary in his garage for 1 minute longer than usual. Both Dragon Racing drivers were informed on the radio that they had to ensure that both cars reached the finish of the race, while Duval was told that D'Ambrosio had more electrical energy to use. Duval reduced the time deficit to teammate D'Ambrosio and attempted an overtaking maneuver on the Belgian driver for 6th place, causing light contact between the 2 cars and got ahead of his teammate. Post-race, the top 3 drivers appeared on the podium to collect their trophies, and in a later press conference, Buemi was delighted with the race victory, praising his team for their work and hoped his recent form would continue into the season's following rounds. Di Grassi was handed a formal reprimand by the stewards over the pit stop release that caused Piquet to brake to avoid hitting him and was fined $1,500. Attention also focused on Jaguar's improved pace during the event. Prior to the race, the team had been criticized by the media for their ability to perform well in the series, with some publications criticizing their move of signing Evans and Carroll to drive their cars. The result meant Buemi extended his lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship to be 29 points in front of second-place Di Grassi, who in turn was a further 10 ahead of Prost in third position. Vergne's second-place finish allowed him to move into 4th on 22 points, and Rosenquist was a close 5th on 20 points. Classification. Qualifying. Race. Standings after the race.